been a while since I've done one of these for parent only videos. Hopefully throughout the year, I'll be making one of these once a month to let you know and keep you informed on what's going on at Village Students. I wanted to get this video out before February because we have a lot of events going on as well as an important series coming up. First up, Saturday night, February 5th, the student girls are going to be having a progressive dinner. They'll be meeting at the church at 5:30 p.m. in the gym and then heading south to 3 different host homes for dinner. This is going to be a great night to hang out, eat some good food, and connect with our female volunteers and leaders. If you have any questions or you'd like to sign your student up for this event, you can call or text my wife, Christina, at 405-695-0524. Secondly, Disciple Now is just around the corner. It's going to be the last weekend in February, the 25th to the 27th. For y'all that don't know, D-Now is a time for our youth to come together for a weekend to grow together and study scripture. There's tons of fun thrown in too. This year, we're planning a laser tag party and a volleyball tournament. Kenny Mossman is going to be our guest speaker. If you don't know about him, just look him up. There's a great article in the Oklahoman about his journey from being one of the top leaders in OU athletics to becoming a pastor. The theme for our D-Now is a higher calling. We're focusing on our great and high calling to be pursuers of Christ and his glory in this life. The cost for the D-Now is $30 per student if they register before February 9th and $45 per student for late registration. We're also going to be having a mandatory parent-student meeting for D-Now on the 9th after midweek services at 7:15 p.m. Also, we're going to be doing something different this year. If your student invites another student to come to D-Now and they end up registering and coming, then your student is going to be entered to win a $100 gift card. They have to register by February 9th, though. February 9th is the date. Don't forget it. Your student can register for D-Now by going to vbcokc.org, going to the student page, and clicking on the Click Here to Register button under the article for D-Now. The announcements out of the way, I want to let you know about what your student is going to be learning throughout the month of February. We're going to be doing a series called Love, Sex, and Lasting Relationships. Now, before you get nervous and decide not to send your student to midweek, let me assure you that I won't be going into any details concerning sex. I don't believe that this is my calling or anybody else's calling to teach your student about sex. I believe it's your calling as a parent to teach your student. But I do want to be a voice of what God has to say about relationships, marriage, and biblical sexuality. Let's face it, in our day and age, your student is bombarded with sexuality. They're giving a distorted view of what relationships should look like. They're given a distorted view of sex. The media and social outlets are feeding your students a steady diet of junk that can destroy their lives. Let me give you a statistic. Over 90% of children between the ages of 8 and 16 have already viewed pornography. Of that, around 40% report viewing pornography habitually. The truth is that by the time your child reaches our student ministry, they have more than likely already been highly exposed to explicit imagery. They've developed an idea mainly based on media about sexuality, and they have a distorted view about healthy relationships because of it. My goal is to show that students that God is the creator of love, sex, and lasting relationships. I'll spend time talking about what the media says about relationships and sex. Then we'll examine what the Bible has to tell us about these issues. During this series, I think it would be a great time to discuss sex and healthy relationships with your students. If you'd like, I can text you the topic points that we'll be discussing each week so that you can have great conversations about them with your team. I'd also like to invite you to sit down in these lessons. I want you, as the parent, to be the primary instructor in your student's life. This is the perfect opportunity for you to make a positive impact in the life of your student. Feel free to text or call me anytime if you have any questions or any thoughts regarding this topic or any other topic. I have a ton of resources that can help you have healthy conversations with your student, and I'm willing to lend a hand in whatever way I can. I'm here for your benefit as much as I am your students. I hope you understand that. I pray that God blesses you and your family this week. If you have any questions about anything, of course, call and text me. See you later.